Hey everybody, I wanted to jump on here and talk about Kimbanda just for a little bit. In the world of Kimbanda, there are some frauds and scammers out there. Yes, but not everybody is a fraud or a scammer. You need to do your due diligence to figure out who is a fraud and who is a scammer. And if you don't know how to do your due diligence on who's a fraud and who's a scammer, well, you need to take a look at my video that I posted a while back, and it will give you signs and clues to figure out who's a fraud and who is actually legit in this practice. When I got onto the path of Kimbanda, the first thing that I had done was get a head reading. Okay, and I've said this many times before. My head reading only costs $200, and I got my crown spirits. Now, with that, I was also given additional information because I've learned that some people only give you your crown spirits. To each their own. But my teacher is a real teacher. He's a real practitioner. So he gave me my crown spirits, but he also gave me the knowledge and the information to start working with my crown spirits. Now, mind you, I was in a Discord group and Patreon. I paid $65 a month to be in this group, thinking that my former teacher was going to teach Kimbanda. But this man, who he says he is a renowned shaman, I kind of question that because he is not professional at all, this man. What he did to me and him cussing me out for no reason when he could have just simply took me aside to tell me some things. But beyond that, I stayed in this group for basically 2 years waiting for this person to teach Kimbanda. I don't have time. I want shit done now. And he told us this is the year of the horse. If you want to go do something, if you want to get it done, don't wait. Go do it. And that's what I did. And when I did what he told me to do, then he tried to judge me. He tried to shame me. He rejected me. And then he tried to say that I was a fucking fraud. What kind of shit is that? What kind of fuck ass teacher is that? So, with that being said, you guys need to pick your teachers who you're learning from wisely because there are people out here who will tell you one thing, and then once you start doing what they told you to do, they start getting pissed off at you and coming trying to attack you for no fucking reason. And then they won't come around and apologize saying that they're wrong because maybe they don't feel that they're wrong, even though they really are. Now, the reason I started my Patreon group was to teach Kimbanda because I feel that it is totally needed here in America right now. You see what kind of state we are in. We are in a war here in America more than ever. Kimbanda is a war magic, okay? And we need that right now. When you enter the world of Kimbanda, you need to do a lot of studying, a lot of uh, learning is involved. Now, if you go on Amazon and type in Kimbanda, there will be lots of books on Kimbanda. Now, what's wrong with these books? Books are not legit. The things in them are not correct. There's a lot of misinformation going on. When it comes to Kimbanda, you need a teacher. Hello, that would be me, okay? And what some people don't know about Kimbanda is that there are many different types of Kimbanda. I actually posted this because I have not seen anyone, and I mean anyone, post about all of the different types of Kimbanda. There are some Kimbandas, practices that are more aligned with African tradition. Well, let me back up. Every Quimbanda tradition is a mix of African, Native, Brazilian, Indigenous, and European magic. Okay? With that being said, there are some Quimbanda traditions that are more African based, and there are some that are more European based. None of them are better than the other. You can't discredit any of them because they all are made up of the three. So if you hear somebody saying, oh, Quimbanda Luciferiana is not or as strong as Quimbanda Angola, they're a fucking lie. They are lying to you. Yes, Quimbanda Luciferia is a little bit newer, but it's not that goddamn new. It's been around for a very long time. It's just new to people in United States. And not really. It's been in the United States, according to my research, for years. Just as long as Quimbanda Angola. So you guys need to do a little bit of research because depending on how people are talking out here in these streets about Quimbanda, you can figure out who is telling the truth and who's not. On my Patreon group, I give you the real deal. I am not sugarcoating anything. I'm not going to even tell you that learning Quimbanda is going to take you a lot of years to do because that is not correct. I've seen a bunch of people in Quimbanda who are English speaking people who would tell you, oh, it's going to take you this long. They make it seem like Quimbanda is so fucking complicated. It really isn't that complicated if you have the correct knowledge and information and you start practicing. These people make it seem like it's like rocket fucking science and like you need to earn a fucking degree to fucking enter into Quimbanda, and that's not true because the people of Brazil for which this has started, those people were fucking illiterate. So how are you gonna tell somebody you need a fucking degree in Quimbanda to be a true practitioner when the actual people who created this couldn't even fucking read? Okay? So you guys need to be safe out here with a lot of these charlatans and scammers because they're just trying to warp your mind into just sticking with them like they are the truth, the absolute truth. And then another thing that I don't like, and you will only find this with charlatans and scammers, they will say that they are the only true teacher of Quimbanda in America, that they are the only true practitioners of Quimbanda in America. And I've had several people tell me this. Several different tatas, several different yayas say this garbage out of their mouth. They say they're the only true and real ones in America. That right there is a red flag. Stay away from those types of people because even though they preach all the charlatans and scammers out there, they're actually projecting and talking about themselves. If you guys could only read between the lines. But this video is super long, so I'm done with it. And I will see you guys in the next video.